Hi, my name is Alvin Yeremia. I am a student of English department from Bunda Mulia University. Now, I'm going to talk about the impact of globalization on the world economy. Have you ever wondered what globalization is and how it has impacted the world? Globalization is the process of increasing interconnectedness and interdependence between different countries and cultures. It is driven by a number of factors, including technological advancements, trade liberalizations, and the rise of multinational corporations. Globalization has had a profound impact on the world, both positive and negative. But first, I'm going to talk about the positive impact of globalization on the world economy. Globalization has led to a number of positive outcomes, including increased economic growth, reduced poverty, increased trade and investment, greater access to goods and services, diffusion of technology and knowledge, and the last one is increased cultural exchange and understanding. The next one is the negative impact of globalization on the world economy, including increased inequality, job losses in some sectors, environmental damage, cultural homogenizations, and the last one is loss of sovereignty. Besides of the negative and positive impact of globalization on the world economy, there are some significant impact of globalization on the world economy. One of the most positive significant impacts of globalization is increased trade and investment between countries, which has helped to boost economic growth and create jobs. Globalization has also led to the diffusion of technology and knowledge between countries, which has helped to improve productivity and economic growth. However, globalization has also had some negative impact on the world economy. For example, globalization has led to increased inequality between rich and poor countries. This is because the benefits of globalization have not been evenly distributed. For example, developing countries have generally benefited more from increased trade and investment than developed countries, while the poorest people in all countries have benefited the least. In addition to increased inequality, globalization has also led to a number of other negative impacts on the world economy, such as first, job losses in some sectors. That means globalization has led to job losses in some sectors in developed countries, as businesses have moved to countries with lower labor cost. The second one is environmental damage. Globalization has contributed to environmental damage as businesses have been able to pollute and exploit natural resources in other countries without facing much regulation. The last one is cultural homogenizations. Globalization has led to a decline in cultural diversity, as businesses have been promoting their products and services to consumers around the world. The next one is some specific examples of the impact of globalization on the world economy. Here are there are some specific examples of the impact of globalization on the world economy, such as increased trade. The value of global merchandise trade has increased from $5 trillion in 1980 to over $20 trillion in 2023. And the second data is increased foreign direct investment, or FDI. FDI flows have increased from $25 billion in 1980 to over $1 trillion in 2023. The next one is diffusion of technology. Globalization has led to the diffusion of technology between countries. This has helped to improve productivity and economic growth in developing countries. The last one is increasing cultural exchange. Globalization has led to increased cultural exchange between people from different countries. The next one is some things that can be done to manage globalization in a more equitable and sustainable way. There are some ways that more equitable and sustainable to manage globalization, including first, strengthening international institutions. International institutions can play a role in promoting fair trade and investment practices and in protecting the environment and worker rights. The second one is increasing government's regulation. Governments can introduce regulations to protect the environment, worker rights, and consumers. The last one is supporting civil society. Civil society organizations can play a role in holding governments and businesses accountable and in promoting social justice. Globalization is a complex process with both positive and negative impacts. It is important to be aware of both the benefits and drawbacks of globalization so that we can work to create a more just and equitable globalized world. In conclusion, globalization has had a significant impact on the world economy, both positive and negative. It is important to manage globalization in a way that benefits everyone and minimize the negative impact. That's it from me. Thank you for listening.